Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the 2-3 Zone. Tony's Picks look at the WNBA. We got a couple of games on Monday, but we had a big weekend, guys, of action with upsets, great performances, injuries, you name it. We've got it right now in the WNBA. And not to mention, a little bit of a playoff situation going on, too. We still got a ways to go here in the season, but oh, man, the pressure's got to be on some of these teams. Ron Crawford, we saw the action there on Sunday there, and hey, man, you guys were bringing us home some winners over the weekend on Saturday night as well. Any takeaways maybe from the action that we saw on Sunday there with Connecticut rocking over Golden State? We saw Indiana put down Chicago, certainly, and we also had Las Vegas over Dallas there. Ron, what do you think about the action over the weekend?
Yeah, good action over the weekend. Missed you guys yesterday. I had some family business to take care of, but yeah, the Friday picks for Saturday, we were dead on those for sure. Yeah, looking to make some more on Monday. I hit personally, of course, Indiana. I mean, Chicago they just can't play without their big guns there, and we've seen it again. I'm really surprised they scored that much because I've said it before. Without Reese, without Atkins, they're not going to get in the 60s. Well, they did today. They went over that definitely. So strong over there. And I got one pending right now with the Atlanta Dream. That's my best bet. We'll see what happens in that one.
And Stacks McKelvey, you brought us home some winners there, certainly as well. Thinking about back on Saturday night with the Sparks, man, they really lit up the Liberty there, and of course with Mitchell here on back on Sunday as well. So, any takeaways from this weekend's action? We saw some things we were expecting, and we saw some crazy things too.
Yeah, as far as Friday night going into Saturday, run the tape back. I swept those plays, didn't have a loss. Saturday going into Sunday, and one thing I will say is we record this a day ahead of time, and the plays that I give out on these shows is the plays that I actually bet. So if I give out a prop, that means that's what I'm betting. If we can't get an accurate line, I don't want to give you something that I'm not going to bet. I'm not going to give a free play and not bet it. So my whole thing is, if I give out a prop, that's what I'm betting. And speaking of props, on yesterday's show, me and you, Ramon,
Mm-hmm.
I gave out a couple of props. I gave out Kelpie Mitchell over her points, 20 plus points over her points, cash both, whatever you play. And I gave out Tina Charles over her points and rebounds. Both of those cash. I gave out the aces. I gave out the aces spread, cash. So my thing is I'm giving you what I'm betting. If if you're not happy with that, I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna give you something that I'm not gonna bet. Other than that, I like the way the games is going so far today. I just want to get it off my chest for anybody who don't like props or like the whole purpose of free content is to give you winners. So I want to give you a winner. I don't want to give you a guess spread or a guess total and then not bet it and then you bet it, but I don't bet it. So I'm giving you what I'm betting. So just want to get that off my chest, for anybody who cares. Swept the board on my prop, looking good on my spreads, and I got some action today that I've already bet for tomorrow, and I'm ready to have another good day. Like, that's all. My
Well,
fault
I'm
for
ready to
venting. I
hear it.
digress.
Right back at you here after talking about Charles's great game in that smashing there, yeah, there on Sunday. We know we got a couple teams with some back-to-back situations here, Justin. We saw that action on Sunday with Connecticut, impressive over Golden State. We know Golden State now they're starting to slip a little bit. Connecticut, we know they're out of it. They're 4-20. They're 9.5-point dogs here, Justin, on Sunday too. The Seattle, they're coming in 15-11 right now, and the total here 157.5. That was Connecticut, just their fourth win of the year, Justin, so far, but impressive nonetheless. Charles led the way for Connecticut. What do you see on the back-to-back here for the Sun?
I know this not gonna make everybody happy, but it's just like my Valkyries first half type thing. I go back to winners. When there's a consistent winner over and over and over and over and over and over again, you could stat check it. I know there was a person that had the wrong stats. That I know I'm sorry that they got the wrong stats wherever they got the info. But I'm gonna be back on Tina Charles. Points and rebounds, whatever the number is, I'm going over. And just like I did today, I'll put it in the comments in the morning. I don't have a number of what it is right now, but that's what I'm betting. I'll be betting Tina Charles over her points and the rebounds off the back to back. They look good today. I think the spread is too high, but I'm gonna go with her. Right? She's the ATM right now. She cash at a 80 something percent hit rate. Yeah, and you can stat check it. So that's what I'm on. Tina Charles over points and rebounds.
Tina Charles has been amazing, Ron, and she'll be on the back-to-back here. Certainly would know that, hey, stamina has been her game her whole career. So what do you think, Ron, here? You got a Seattle team that certainly does a much better job covering the spread for some reason on the road than they have at home this season. 8-5 against the spread overall, but 7-12 against the spread as a favorite. That makes this one tricky.
You know where I'm going. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Seattle has great defense on the road. They're only giving up 77 points per game. We're going under this total because it's just that's Seattle's game. They're playing that under, and now you got Connecticut off what they score 96 something like that today. Ridiculous. They're not going to score that again. Not against the Seattle defense. Stay under. I look for maybe an 87-77 type of game. I would lean to the Seattle Storm after that big win by Connecticut today. But, yeah, I'd say 87-77. I think it stays under, though.
No, I agree with you there, and I'm going to go under in the first half here in this one with Seattle and Connecticut on Monday. For me, when Seattle's favored, that's when that defense is going to shine for sure. I have real questions here about Connecticut and in the back-to-back situation right now. I mean, that was just a victory. They're going to be high off of that one for sure, destroying Golden State like they did. It's a little bit different class here with Seattle, so I'm going to kind of roll with you, Ron. I'll take under in the first half with Seattle and Connecticut. Ron says go under that 150. Well, we'll call it 158.5, maybe up to 159 here by the time this one rolls around.
I think it opened at 160. Like I said, maybe my prediction 87-77 is a little high, but yeah, I still think it goes under. I think we're around 152, 153, somewhere around there. So yeah.
All right. And you got Justin says, take Tina Charles once again, go over in her points and rebounds on Monday in that one. All right. Now we've got news here with the New York Liberty taking on Dallas in this one, Ron. You got Breanna Stewart. She's going to miss this game. She definitely did something there. Non-contact, it looked like, but right for now, just a game-by-game situation for Stewart. It does feel a little bit suspect, though, actually. She'll be out of this game. Now, for Dallas, we know Paige Beckers did rest on Sunday in that game against Las Vegas, so she'll be fresh, rested, coming up. Just terrific performances time and time again, scoring those 20 points. So what do you think here, Ron? The Liberty just 2-7 against the spread on the road this season coming in. But, man, sometimes they, in a game like this, we were talking to backstage, the Liberty kind of get loose on some of these road games.
Yeah, but they're scoring in the 90s consistently now. And if we do get Paige Beckers back, I would love to see that because definitely that would help it. I don't even see her on the list for tomorrow. I do still see, Hines Allen's out. So I don't even see Paige on the list. I do see Breanna Stewart's out. So you mentioned that. But like I said, this New York team has been scoring in the 90s consistently. And we know that this Dallas defense gives it up consistently. And it's only 166.5 right now. Yeah, I'm going over this total. And I would lean to the New York Liberty -8.
All right, Justin. Yeah, Beckers reportedly was out Sunday with rest. Obviously, they're on the back-to-back. Dallas isn't going to get anything going. They're not going to do enough to make the playoffs here. And, well, the Liberty, it does sometimes. Look, they still got to consider them among the top teams in the league, certainly, and maybe still on a collision course with the Minnesota Lynx. But they've taken game off or two during the season as well, especially when favored big.
Yeah, I got distracted. I was looking at the score, but I do like the Liberty. But what I'll say before that is, go ahead and add the. Me and you did the show yesterday, and I told you the Mercury team total over. So I put that on the list on top of the props that I gave y'all for all the bad comments that come my way. Just throwing it out there. But as far as the game today or for tomorrow, Liberty off a loss. I'm not gonna say I'm happy she hurt. I want her to be okay, but that's gonna affect the team total. And one thing we know about Dallas, they give it up. We just seen they give up what was it, a $106 today to the Aces. That's 106, 104, something crazy like that. You got the Liberty off a loss. Give me the Liberty team total.
Scoring 90 something.
Yeah, like anything under 90.
101.
And I put it on Twitter. I had the Aces team total on Twitter over 88.5. And my whole thing is like Liberty off a loss playing Dallas. Give me the team total over. Anything under 91.5, I feel like they're going to sniff 100 too. They at least going to sniff 95. So, and with Brianna being out, I feel like the team total might go down just a little bit. But they can still get over this number without her. We don't need her. Liberty team total over, up and over. And for those of y'all who do like props, I will be betting JJ Jonquel Jones over her rebounds. Whatever the number is, that's what I'm going to be betting.
All right. Well, I'm in trouble then because I think Dallas here with Becker's returning and one of the best players in the league out of this game for the Liberty. Like they said, they gave it up to the Sparks last time. They gave up the Hundo, don't forget, too. So with Dallas and Becker's back, and Dallas just 2-7 against the spread on the road, and all those overs that they play on the road, you guys are touting over. I got to go with Dallas plus the points in this one for sure. But Dallas is still, in my opinion, underrated. I was reading a great article about their progression, actually, and that's hard to believe when you come in with a record like Dallas has here right now with, they're approaching 20 losses here, but I'm taking them here in this one, plus 8.5. Ron says go over that 166.5 here. We joked about it, maybe because of Stewart being out might account for some of that. We thought maybe it'd come a little bit higher. And Justin says take the Liberty team total over in this one and throw in Jonquel Jones over with her boards on Monday. All right, guys, great job for those two important games. And Justin, what do you have going on this week at Tony'sPicks.com?
I don't know if I'm going to have going 2 games. I'm not sure if I'm going to have a premium in the WNBA, but I will have a 3-pack and on the diamond, little triple stacks. That's what I call it. And I'll have a best bet in the diamond. I'll probably have a best bet in the WNBA, something that I haven't given out. We can't give out props. It'll be a side or a total for those of y'all interested. But, that's where I'm at. I'll be on the morning show. I'll be recording the 2-3 zone with y'all tomorrow. That's where y'all can find me at. Find me on Twitter. Find me on Tony's Picks. Find my best bets, pair 2 of us up. I say it every day because just in case we have one new viewer who doesn't know, we got promo codes, 50% off, pair 2 of us up. I don't ever want y'all thinking that I'm advertising for me because you can pick any 2. It don't have to be me. I'm advertising for the team. We all winning. I feel like the 2-3 zone is very successful. So pair 2 of us up, pair Ron and Ramon up. I'm all right with that. As long as you pair somebody up and get a discount, let's do it. Let's win. Let's win together, like us versus the books. That's all.
And Ron, we'll be back again tomorrow with more 2-3 zone as well. What are your plans this week on the site?
Yeah, 2-3 zone, the happy hour. Of course, you can see me and Ramon on there, and sometimes Justin from Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern. But yeah, like Justin said, man, this show is popular because we're winning, and flat out, if you watch this show, you're winning. I've seen several comments, man. We're just supplying bankrolls and supplying it, and that and we're not trying to hide all the good picks from y'all. We're just trying to give you some of the picks. Of course, we want to leave some, for our premium clients. But the fact of the matter is, we're giving you, we're printing money here on the 2-3 zone. Like Justin said, there hasn't been any, not too many losing days that I can think of from all of us. So, yeah, tune in. You're going to make some money, and this is a long season, goes all the way into October for the playoffs. So we got a long way to go. And like I said, you can build this bankroll up. For me personally, I'm on a 15-5 best bets run in the WNBA. So I'm red hot, and I got one going right now and looking pretty good, but we know what the Lynx do in the second half. So let's just hold on. Atlanta will be all right in that one. But yeah, baseball, we're in the dog days of summer, so you're going to see a lot of plays here that's pretty much all we're going to have besides the WNBA. So yeah, get on a long-term package. Maybe get a 7-day that'll take you, because we got WNBA up until August 3rd. I think that's the next break. So we're going to have WNBA every single day right here on the 2-3 zone. So yeah, pair us up. Let's make some money.
Yeah, I got my plays over at Tony'sPicks.com. After listening to my crew here, I think I know what I'm going to be on Monday. So check me out over at Tony'sPicks.com. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 15% off all premium pick packages from the guys or myself. And make sure you join us. Like, subscribe, and join us here on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel. Back tomorrow with more 2-3 zone. And for Justin Stacks Mcelvy and Ron Crawford, I'm Ramon Scott. Thank you for joining us.
Good luck, everybody.